Good morning everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. I hope you're all doing well. It feels like I haven't spoken to this camera for so long. I honestly just haven't been in the best mood to vlog. This last week has been a bit up and down. There's been just so much going on and vlogging's taken a bit of a back seat, which makes me really sad because you guys know how much I love YouTube and vlogging and like keeping in touch with you guys. But we are back and it's Monday today, Monday morning. It's currently 9 AM and I am in a great mood. Firstly, because the sun is shining and the weather forecast is looking pretty promising for the next week or so. Hopefully we should have some signs of summer on the way. But secondly, we are working on some new projects in the house and I cannot tell you how excited I am for these projects. Little bit daunting because it does mean living in chaos for a little while. However, it will be worth it and I'm so excited to update you and tell you about everything that's happening. So firstly, let's do a little weekend recap. What did we do? We didn't do a whole lot, to be honest. Jack was working on Saturday, so I just had a very cozy Saturday at home. It was raining, it was windy, it was not the nicest of weather. So I was just in my cozy cashmere loungewear on the sofa with Basil and just like pottering around the house doing little bits and bobs, and it was actually really nice. And then yesterday the sun came out. We took Basil for his first off the lead walk and he was amazing. I have been really strict the last week on training him when we go on walks on the lead. So I've been taking just like his food in my pocket. When it's kind of like around his lunchtime, I use a portion of his meal as a treat for training, which works really well. And I was practicing his recall. I was practicing to get him to wait for me. If he runs ahead, I want him to just stay and wait. I also was practicing heel because I'd quite like him to learn that so that he knows to walk next to me at certain times. And honestly, from probably Monday last week until Saturday, he has done so well. In that short space of time, he has gone from kind of listening to me a little bit, but when he's sniffing something or I don't know, he sees something, he's kind of not really listening. He's gone from doing that to literally whatever he's doing, he is listening to me. It might take like a little while, but nowhere near as bad as he was at the beginning. So I am over the moon. And I said to Jack, I would like to do an off the lead walk when we're together, just because it gives me that little bit of security. There's two of us. I don't feel so out of my depth doing it the first time. And when we unclipped the lead, I was kind of expecting him to just run, because when we get back to the house, as soon as I've shut the gate, I take his lead off and he runs so fast back to this door. It's like he knows exactly where to go and he just charges to the back door. So I kind of thought he might do that, but he didn't at all. We took the lead off and it's like he didn't even notice. I think he thought he was still on the lead because he was just walking right next to us. He'd kind of trot off a little bit and sniff in front. And then once he got a little bit too far, I'd tell him to wait. He would stand, turn around, look at us and wait there until we got there. And then obviously I'd reward him and then say, let's go. And then he'd continue off. And honestly, I was just so happy. I was so proud. He didn't go on the lead at all that day. The whole walk, I mean, it's only a 15-minute walk, but we went all the way down the lane, into the woods, down to the stream, and all the way back, and he wasn't on the lead at all, and he did so well. The reason I'm quite happy to have him off the lead on these walks is because there's no other dogs. I don't think I've ever met another dog, even when I used to go on my own walks. I think I've only met another dog in there. Actually, I don't think I ever have. I don't think I ever have. It's private land, so like not really many people go in there at all. I don't think I've even ever seen another person in there apart from the guy that owns the woods. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with him. But yeah, that's it really. Basil is doing really well. He is 3 months old now. Growing like I've never seen anything grow before. I feel like every time he wakes up from his nap, he's bigger. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, obviously I know that Labradors grow quickly and they get to full size when they are still puppies, essentially. So he is going to be a big dog very, very soon, but it's just so weird when it's in front of your eyes. But yeah, we're loving him so much. He is amazing. The only thing we are still working on is just him getting a bit more comfortable on his own during the daytime, because in the nighttime, he is an absolute dream. He goes straight to sleep at 9:30 and actually sleeps all the way through until around 6:15 at the moment, which is really, really good. And that's actually the time when Jack comes down to leave for work. Previously, Jack's been waking up with his alarm, which is around 5:15, and coming straight down because Basil's heard him and woken up and started crying, and probably wants to go out and all of those things. But the last couple of days, he's been so much better, and he's actually been waking up and then getting himself back to sleep and settling, which is really good. So yeah, super pleased about that. It's just the daytime. He's just not great on his own. He can't really settle himself, and it's something I'm trying to work on. I've been doing a lot of reading online, but a lot of the things people say I've already tried, and he doesn't really seem that fussed about them. So I've emailed a dog trainer who specialises in Labradors. I can't remember if I've said this already, but I'm yet to hear back from her. So once I do, I'm hoping to book in a session with her and just get some tips and advice from a professional, because I think that will be, yeah, really good. I'm still drinking the same smoothie, by the way. I think I've been drinking this for about 3 weeks now, every morning, and I just absolutely love it. I'm still obsessed with it. So, house projects. I've definitely been bitten by the interior bug in this last week. I think it all started because I did an interview with Jasmine from Ultimate Home, which is the most beautiful company, by the way. You probably know already, but these cushions Jasmine made. She designs the prints herself by hand, and they're all custom made, beautiful handmade cushions. She also does loads of other bits and bobs as well, like tablecloths, linens, bench cushions. She does kind of bespoke things, curtains, I think, blinds, loads of things. But I love these cushions. She kindly gifted us 2 of them when we moved in, and I actually bought another 2 because I just wanted more, because I love them. She does so many gorgeous patterns and styles, and I just love everything she's doing. She has kind of built her business herself. She's so talented, and I love supporting small brands, especially when it's kind of like female founder and she's just doing it all. So I did an interview with her for her new series over on her website, and we were talking all things home and inspiration and just all sorts about the house. I will leave it linked below if you haven't read it, because it's really lovely, and the way that she's laid it out is beautiful, so definitely go and have a look. She's added some little bits about Basil, which is very cute. And actually, before I forget, she's also given me a discount code. I will leave all the details for that below, just in case you're looking to get anything, which is so lovely of her, because she definitely doesn't need to give us a discount code. But yeah, really nice, so I want to let you know just in case. So I think the interview sparked something in me. So Jasmine, if you are watching, thank you so much, because I feel like that is exactly what I needed to just get that spark back with the house. I've had a real like decision fatigue, I think, and I've just been putting off getting back into projects. And also another thing that people do not talk about when you have a house that, you know, needs renovating and you need to do things, it's so expensive. And honestly, I find it crazy how many people kind of buy a house and then they're ripping it out, they're putting a new kitchen in, like Carrara marble worktops, and everything's so expensive, and I don't understand how they fund it. So we have taken a big break from probably November until now, mainly just to save up some money and to continue working on rooms. Things like flooring and, you know, furniture, it's expensive, and I think it's important to say that you do have to save up for these things. You can't, like, I'm not in a position where I can just say, right, let's move in, let's do everything, highest quality, the best things. That is not the case. We have done everything ourselves, DIY'd to the max, like painted existing things. I've really done things on a budget because I also hate spending money. But yeah, just wanted to say that because I feel like it's really important to address. So yes, been saving up my money, and I'm now at a point where I want to get cracking with some remaining bits and bobs in some rooms. So the bedroom is first on my list. I have already painted it. I did that ages ago. and that's looking lovely, but I need to get new carpets in there. So they have already been ordered and I think they are arriving today, which is another perk because my brother actually has a flooring company. So he has fitted all of our flooring, and it also means that we get things at cost price because he gives us, you know, supplier rates, which is really good. And another perk of having tradesmen in your family or in your close circle. So yes, hopefully he's going to come potentially tomorrow to fit the carpet, which I cannot wait for because we have gone for the same carpet as we've got in the guest room. So that gorgeous, plush, thick, super soft cream carpet. It's definitely more on the expensive side, but so worth it. I knew that I wanted to get a really lovely carpet because it does make such a difference. Yes, so the carpet's getting installed. I've also put the wall lights back up. I've decided to stick with the original ones that were already in the room because I think they're really beautiful and they have quite a different look compared to the modern ones that you get most of the time. And I quite like that traditional feel of the wall lights. They're also a really lovely black iron material, which I think really stands out against the room because it's quite a creamy, calming space. So they are back up, and I've also added some new linen, well, I say linen, they're kind of linen look lampshades, little sconces onto the wall lights, which look beautiful, so I will show you those. So yeah, carpet fitted, and then we've got a new chest of drawers arriving tomorrow, which will replace the IKEA Marm drawers that we currently have, which have definitely seen better days. We've had those for ages. We are actually going to still keep those in the eaves. We have really big storage cupboards in the eaves of the bedroom, so they're going to go in there, so they're still going to get a use, but they're just out of sight because they definitely look a bit worn, and we needed something a bit bigger in that space, and just kind of wanted to upgrade them. And then we're kind of just onto the styling bits. I want to get a full length mirror. I did actually order one from Dunelm, which I absolutely loved and was exactly what I wanted. It was not super big, not bulky. I wanted something kind of like a hotel room mirror. You know when they're mounted on the wall and they're not super floor to ceiling mirrors, they're just quite subtle. I wanted something like that with like a washed oak frame. Found the perfect thing from Dunelm. It was only £80. I've ordered it, and now I've just had an email this morning to say that they cancelled it because it was actually out of stock, which is really disappointing. But anyway, back to square one on the mirror. I found an armchair that I absolutely love from IKEA, but I'm going to get some new covers for the armchair. So I've ordered some samples for that, just to make it feel a little bit more luxe, because the IKEA fabrics, although they're great, I just want something a bit different. So yeah, samples should be arriving in the next couple of days for that. And then that's pretty much the bedroom done. We're keeping the same bed. We are probably going to put the TV on the wall, I think, and have it on a bracket that bends outwards, just to get that stand out of the way because it's a little bit bulky. And then I can just do all the fun bits like styling the chest of drawers and all of that stuff. But there's not a whole lot to do in the bedroom, to be honest. And I really just wanted to get the bedroom finished and feeling lovely before we get to the end of summer, because then as soon as we're in autumn winter, and that's when we spend a lot more time in our bedroom, it will be lovely and finished. Now, moving on to the second project, which is definitely the biggest one that I'm currently working on at the moment, the dressing room. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell, Lauren? I swear you have already done your dressing room. Yes, kind of. So I've basically decided that I want to go back to scratch with the dressing room, completely go back to a blank canvas and redo it. There are a few reasons for this, and to be honest, I think this is a really good lesson in not rushing things, and also admitting when you've made a bit of a mistake and just knowing that you can go back and change things, especially with the house and things like interiors, because some decisions are so big and they feel like you can't go backwards, but you always can. There's always options. So if you don't know already, we put in some Pax wardrobes from IKEA. Amazing, by the way. I'm still a huge advocate for Pax wardrobes. I think they are the best invention ever. They are so affordable. They are really easy, so flexible, easy to build. I just think they're the best invention. Really, really great. However, we put those up in the room in a bit of a rush because We'd been in the house for a good few months and I was really struggling to work. My clothes were just in bags everywhere and I didn't really have any space to put up any rails or unbox any clothes. So filming and working was just a nightmare and I was getting in a bit of a rut and it was just so tricky. So I ended up putting the Pax wardrobes up super quickly so I could unpack all the clothes, and to be honest, that was what I wanted to do. I always planned to have the IKEA Pax wardrobes, but after living with them for quite a while, I've actually realised that they have made the room so much smaller and I actually don't have that much space in the room as I would like and as I actually have, because the room is a lot bigger without the Pax wardrobes in. The room where the dressing room is was originally a bedroom, so it actually already had some very big built-in wardrobes into either side of the chimney breast that comes up through the middle. We decided that we wouldn't take out the cupboards because of longevity. If we wanted to change the use of the room and turn it back to a bedroom or something like that in the future, we've got the built-in wardrobes that are really well made and really lovely. The wardrobes also house a lot of pipe work at the back, so if we took them out we would then have exposed pipes in the room that would need boxing in. So it basically just caused quite a lot of work when I wanted to get it done really quickly. So we decided to just keep the cupboards and build the Pax over the top, which has been great and it's been absolutely fine. But in the last couple of months I've had this niggling thought in the back of my head that they're taking up too much space and could I use the built-in wardrobes instead of having the Pax system? I think this all started when I did my wardrobe seasonal switchover, which you might remember from a previous video. And I just realised that I don't need as much of the wardrobes as I thought I did, and I was kind of filling them with things that didn't really need to be there, like fragrances and just random jumpers folded up on a shelf that kind of didn't really need to be there. So I made the decision to remove the Pax wardrobes and we are going back to square one with the room. I want it completely stripped out, blank canvas. Oh, another thing is that the carpet that we had in there, I actually got that carpet fitted in November last year, so we haven't had it long. However, it was so inexpensive, obviously because my brother gets it cost price, and it was a very cheap carpet anyway. And when it arrived, the colour was so off and it just didn't look right in the room at all. And I've just never ever been happy with it. And actually last week I was up in the dressing room filming and Basil was asleep behind me, so I thought. Turned around and he wasn't asleep, he was actually chewing at the carpet, and he's completely unwound one of the strips of the carpet because it's a sisal, so it's kind of like woven, and right in the middle of the room. And I kind of thought, do you know what, this is a sign, that is a sign that we need to start from scratch and do this again. So although yes, very annoying, and it's my fault for not making sure he wasn't doing that, it's kind of been a bit of a blessing in disguise, which sounds silly. So anyway, we've gone back to scratch. I've taken the Pax wardrobes out. I cannot believe how much bigger the room is, and I've got a new plan for the room. I want to repaint, I want to build some shelving. We're going to have a gorgeous chest of drawers in there that I can add some styling bits to. I'm thinking of potentially having an island vanity in the centre with more storage for like beauty products and things, and just a really nice space to sit, get ready, chat to you, filming, a really nice big surface, because that's something I didn't have previously, and just make the room feel a little bit more feminine, which is something I was not super happy with before. It didn't feel that girly and I didn't have much detail in the room. I'll take you upstairs and we'll have a look at the room and I will explain the plans and what's going on, and you're probably thinking, what the hell, this is ridiculous, but bear with me. Okay, we are in the dressing room and this is how it is currently looking. Oh my gosh, there are so many flies in here and Basil loves chasing and eating the flies. I think because I've had all the doors shut in this room and it's just really, really warm. But anyways, this is how the dressing room is currently looking. As you can see, we have no Pax in the wardrobe and it is completely stripped out. This is first pile of the packs. We have another pile here and then another pile here in the hallway. So my brother is going to take all of this down for me tomorrow. But yes, this is how it's looking. So the plan is to reinstate these wardrobes, and these are going to be my main hanging wardrobes. So let me give you a little look. Firstly, to note, they are completely floor to ceiling, so much more storage than I had in the pack system. This is what I was talking about with the pipe work. So obviously, if we took these out, we would have had to box all of this in, and there is also pipe work that runs around the wall, which is just very old school. Everything is exposed. But you can see these cupboards are really, really deep. So I've got a long hanging in here, which I do think I'm going to keep as long hanging. All of the inside of this cupboard is going to be repainted. Can you see how wonky the walls are? When you buy an old house, they are super wonky. And yes, I'm going to have a bit of carpet laid in here just to make it nice and soft and nice and super finished. And then this will be for all of my dresses. And then I can put some nice storage boxes up there. Obviously, this is all going to be painted. And I'm going to change all of the handles as well. And then this side, I've got 2 cupboards up here, plus a double cupboard. Only one door, but this is a very big cupboard. So we've got a really, really high rail up here with a little shelf for these cupboards, which again, I'll probably put storage boxes on and use that for things like bikinis, holiday clothes, just things that I don't really use every day. And then in this wardrobe, I am thinking to put another hanging rail, so I can have 2 hanging rails for shirts, tops, all of that stuff, and then another one for my blazers and jackets. And then down at the bottom, I'm thinking to do a couple of shelves for shoes, and then again, we'll have a piece of carpet in the bottom. I'm actually going to use either offcuts from the bedroom carpet, if there's some that are big enough, or I'm just going to use the carpet that's already in here. So yeah, again, this will all be repainted, nice and fresh. I've got a couple of little bits to fill, like this door handle was broken, so that needs to be sanded back and filled. And then we can get some nice, lovely handles on here. Also, I need to sand back this and just kind of like fill any holes and sort this out before this is painted. This was actually the wallpaper that was in this bedroom before. But I'm assuming that it was redecorated and the radiator was here, so this was hidden behind the radiator, and I had the radiator moved a good few months ago now to over here, just because it then freed up a whole wall. As you can see by my painting, I decided to paint the room once the packs was already in, so this is very naff. And I'm actually kind of embarrassed to show you because it is so shoddy, but this is exactly why I just wanted this room to feel a lot nicer. And as you can probably tell as well, where the carpet goes up to is actually where the wardrobe sat. So I lost all of that space and obviously into the cupboards, which are pretty deep. So I'm going to gain so much room in here. In this centre bit, I am going to have shelves. So there's going to be loads of shelves in here. They're going to be exposed shelves, so I can use it for kind of styling, handbags. I can put my perfumes on here, all things like that. But yes, that is an overview of the room. So my plan is to have a nice wooden floor in here. I'm thinking long planks, probably a click system LVT, just because that's so easy and it will work really well in this room. I'm going to have a lovely ceiling light. I'm probably going to have a full length mirror where this mirror currently is. I was just testing out the lighting. Linen curtains over the window just to dress that, and then on this wall I'm thinking to do a chest of drawers. I will probably get rid of these and put these in a different room, but yeah, a nice chest of drawers. I can put a lamp on here, maybe some artwork up, just make it feel a little bit dressier and more finished. And then I'm contemplating having a middle island in here, but we shall see. I'm not 100% sure. Thinking maybe a bench under the window, just some little bits and bobs in here to make it feel a bit more finished. We are also going to continue the paneling because, as you can probably see, we panelled this wall, which I love, this chunky paneling, and we panelled up to the packs, so this section and then also this section here, but it stops where the packs wardrobes started. So we need to finish that off. So this wall is going to have some more panels on, and then also this wall is going to have a couple of panels as well, just to finish that off, and then it will all be repainted. I'm thinking of doing like a nice creamy warm colour just across the whole room, and then potentially putting up some nice crisp white coving, which I think would just finish it off really nicely. So yeah, I'm going to show you my mood board tomorrow because I'm just finishing it off. But that is the room pretty much. Okay, I have just been sat on my laptop for the last few hours, getting through some emails from last week and putting a few plans in place. The carpet and the underlay has arrived, which is very exciting, and I've just been on the phone to my brother planning tomorrow because he is coming to fit the carpet tomorrow in the bedroom. And he's also going to take down all of the Pax wardrobes and pop them in the barn for me, which is really good. And actually his girlfriend is going to come as well and look after Basil, because I might potentially pop out and see my friend because she's just had a baby. So that'd be good. So not sure on that, but we shall see. But over the weekend I had a gorgeous delivery from Jasmine from Ultimate Home. Have you eaten that already? That was way too quick, wasn't it? Just as a little thank you for doing an interview for her blog, and this is honestly the loveliest, most thoughtful present as a thank you. Firstly, this little wildflower recycled paper, and it says soak for 24 hours and plant for wildflower. And we have a section under the oak tree in the garden where we planted loads of daffodil bulbs, and we've just let the grass grow up. We've kind of just, well, Jack has cut the grass around it in a bit of a semicircle, and we've just let the grass grow up on that tiny patch because I kind of like the idea of having flowers under there. I think it looks quite pretty. So I think I'm going to use this under there and see what happens. Within the interview, I said that my favourite cushion was this one. And she has sent it to me, which is so lovely. This is absolutely beautiful. The reason I love this so much is because, firstly, the green stripe is just stunning. This ticking stripe with the thick and then the thin. And the ruffle. I just feel like this is... Oh, sorry, Basil. I just feel like this is such a feminine, pretty cushion, like a statement cushion for your bed or your sofa or an armchair. I absolutely love it. So I have no idea where I'm gonna put this yet. Might potentially put it in the bedroom once it's all done. I think that would look really lovely on the bed, but we'll see. I also kind of want to have it downstairs so people see it all the time. So we shall see, but how beautiful. And not only did she give me the cushion, she also made a little bone toy for Basil, which is just the sweetest thing ever. This is so soft in that gorgeous ticking green. How lucky is he? What a chic toy. And it's got a little squeaker in it, which I won't squeak because if anyone has a dog watching, they might go crazy. But the day is going away with me and I need to eat. Haven't eaten anything yet, so I'm gonna make some brunch. I think I've got some smoked salmon, some eggs. I was thinking of making a hollandaise sauce, but I feel like that's a bit bougie for a Monday. And then I need to get back on my laptop and carry on working because I'm currently pitching an idea. I was chatting to my management about this last week, and we might potentially be working on something that I have wanted to do for so long, and I'm really excited, and it's kind of like the first stage of doing anything like this before. And I'm really excited, so I'm working quite a bit on that. It requires quite a lot of brain power and creativity. So yes, working on that at the moment. Trying to think if there's any other updates to give you, but I don't know if there are. Also, I will have a lot more bits and bobs to share with you as the vlogs go on, because obviously things are going to be arriving, the bedroom's going to get done, the dressing room process will be going along, and I've been ordering lots of bits for the bedroom already, so hopefully the vlogs will be a little bit more exciting as time goes on, because I feel like they haven't been the best at the moment. Basil was looking at me thinking, who are you talking to and what are you doing? He's just had his lunch, so I'm going to let that go down, eat mine, and then we can get out for a walk in the sunshine because it is a beautiful day. Tuesday and it's 8:30. I have had such a hectic morning already. Washed my hair this morning and I've been letting my hair air dry as much as possible. I've actually just had it in a bun while I've been doing bits and bobs, so it's looking a little bit disheveled. But I don't know how I'm loving it, because I'm finding when I let my hair air dry, it gets greasy so quickly, as opposed to when I actually blow dry it and style it. It then lasts for 3 or 4 days. So not sure about that. I think I might have to resort back to blow drying it. But anyway, today is an exciting day because we are getting the carpet fitted. I'm pretty sure I said this all yesterday, but honestly my brain is like a sieve at the moment. I cannot remember a single thing. So my brother is coming over in a couple of hours and he's going to get started on the floor, which is so exciting. So he's going to take down all of the packs that I showed you yesterday, and then upstairs will be nice and clear. Jack actually said last night, if upstairs feels like how it did when we moved in, when there was just stuff everywhere and there was just no order. It does feel like we've gone backwards a little bit, but it'll be worth it, because although it's like chaos upstairs right now, I feel like in another couple of months it will all be done and it will all be put back nicely and it will actually be finished. So my plan is to get the carpet fitted today. I've got the chest of drawers arriving later today as well, so I'm hoping I'll have time to build those today. May potentially have to do that tomorrow morning, and then I can get all of Jack's bits sorted out, put away nice and neat. I love doing stuff like that, so I cannot wait to do that, just folding everything nicely. And then I can style up the room a little bit, which is really fun. And then I'm just waiting for, I think in a couple of days, I've got the armchair arriving and the curtains. So hopefully over the weekend we can get the curtain pole up, get the curtains up. Then I just need to decide on the sample fabric for the armchair, and then we're pretty much done. I just need to find a new mirror. So the bedroom is very much taking shape, which is really good. But I wanted to show you the mood board that I created last night for the dressing room, just to give you a bit of an idea of how it's going to look and just talk you through it a little bit. So if I move out the way, here is the mood board. Very creamy, feminine, warm tones is kind of what I wanted to go for. I definitely wanted it to feel kind of like a little bit more elevated, a bit sophisticated, just a bit girlier, to be honest. Lots of detail in there, lots of different textures. So the inspo picture in the corner is kind of my idea for the general feel of the room, the warmth, the ceiling light in the center. This one's got a linen blind, but I'm going to go for curtains. It's kind of a similar window, so I feel like this kind of allowed me to see the vibe of the room quite well. I've then got this gorgeous ceiling light that I found from a very random website. I think it's called Tiffany Lighting. Yes, Tiffany Lighting Direct. I just loved this. I love how it looks kind of vintage and a little bit different, but the pleated lampshade is so stunning. So I think that is going to be my ceiling light. And then I've just got lots of little bits going on. So another inspo picture for the shelving. I'm thinking something like this. I do need to measure my shelves because I want to make sure that I've got some slightly bigger ones potentially at the top and the bottom, so that I can put my bigger bags up there. And then obviously some smaller ones for smaller bags, so I just need to make sure that everything's the right height. I've then popped on the curtains that I've ordered. These are just IKEA curtains. I feel like with curtains, you really don't need to spend a lot of money to find a nice linen fabric. The ones in the living room are actually from Amazon and they are amazing, but they're a little bit too sheer. I wanted something a little bit thicker. So I've ordered these ones from IKEA. When everything arrives, I will obviously show you. Gonna see what they're like. Hopefully they're nice, but I think they were around £19, which is so good, and the colour looked really nice. So fingers crossed that's successful. And then I've just added in lots of little detailed bits. So I've got 2 chest of drawer options. The white one I think I'm going to have as the chest of drawer on the wall. Mainly just because it's got 3 really big drawers, which is great. So I can have jeans and trousers in one drawer, sportswear, gym wear in the other drawer, and then I've got another drawer for vest tops, tank tops, all of that kind of stuff, which is what I currently have, so that's perfect. And then it has 2 really thin small drawers at the top, which I'm thinking to use as my accessory drawers. So you might remember from my wardrobe video, I've already got those little jewelry dividers, the drawer dividers, which are gorgeous. I got those from Amazon, and I think they can fit in there really nicely, hopefully. I also just love the detailing on this chest of drawers. It is from a company called Homes Direct 365. Now, we all know I don't have the best reputation with ordering from websites I've never heard of. Last time I got scammed, so I think I need to do a little bit of research into this company because I've never heard of it, and it doesn't seem to be, there doesn't seem to be any reviews of the company on the website, so I'm going to do a little bit of digging. But if all is good, they have some beautiful things, and I just love how this chest of drawers is a little bit different. It has that detailing around the top, which I think is really nice, but it's still quite minimal and simple, and I love the feet. They're just really chunky, big feet. And then the other chest of drawers is that lovely washed wood colour with all the ridged details on. I really love that. My plan was, if I'm going to have the island vanity in the middle, I will put two chest of drawers together and create a nice, almost square unit in the centre, and that then means I've got access to all of the drawers. And if I want to sit there on a stool, I can. I don't necessarily have to have my legs underneath. I can just sit to the side. But this one has got a little ridge around the base, and also the top has a little lip. So to do that, I would need to almost shave off the sides so that it fits really snug, and then I can screw them together so it doesn't wobble around. So not really sure about that. I'm going to speak to Jack because he knows more stuff about that. But my plan is, if I do have the vanity in the middle, I will then have so many drawers to put beauty products in, all sorts of stuff like that. Just really easy access to all of those drawers and accessories and all the things like that. I also have a little photo of the flooring on here. This is not going to be the exact floor because I've ordered loads of samples, so I'm still deciding on that. I'm going to wait until the room is painted, or I've chosen the paint, and then I can get all of my samples together and visually lay it out, and obviously I will show you when I do that. And then we've just got some little accessories, a lamp. This lamp is from a company called Chosen by Jessica, I believe. She has some beautiful lamps, and they are really inexpensive. Very Cotswold Company vibe, which I really like, that rustic farmhouse look. I've obviously got some wicker details because I just love wicker. I've got a bin and a tray, and also some storage baskets because I thought these would work really nicely at the top of the wardrobe, just to house any random bits and bobs. And then I have a mirror. I really like this full length mirror, but I'm not sure if it's going to be too small. This is from Zara Home, and it's got a linen border, which I think is beautiful. It is quite expensive for the size. I think it's around £150, which is quite a lot for a mirror that size. So I'm gonna see, I'm gonna keep having a look and see if I find anything else. I think William Wood mirrors do some really nice frames, kind of like that washed oak kind of colour, which is what I want to go for. Just very neutral and minimal, so I might potentially look at those. And then I've just got some faux flowers and these little scent bars for your wardrobe, which are from Zara Home. So just a couple of little touches, but this is an overall look at my mood board for the dressing room, and I love it. I just feel like it's so me, and all the colours, and it just feels so calming and inviting. I can just imagine sitting in there, working on my laptop, getting ready, planning outfits, filming. It's just going to be such a lovely, inspiring space, which is exactly what I wanted. So I love it. I really hope you do. But yes, I am very excited. So next steps really is get the bedroom all done today, and then throughout this week I'm going to start clearing out the dressing room, probably start sanding things back and filling any holes and just prepping that, and then measuring up for all of the mouldings and the shelves as well, and I can get that ordered, and hopefully we can get cracking on that this weekend, but we shall see. Good morning, it is Wednesday today, and I am starting my day with a reformer class. I have recently downloaded the Fluid Form app, and I am so excited to do one of the classes. They actually kindly reached out to me and asked if I would like to receive a membership, which is so amazing, because I was actually thinking of signing up anyway, and then they reached out. It feels like they read my mind, so I am really excited to do one of the classes this morning. Hoping Basil is going to be a good boy and sit nice and quietly. So I think I'm going to get one of his toys and make sure he stays on the sofa and I can crack on with the class. That reformer class was absolutely amazing. I loved that so much, and actually Basil was so good. I don't know if you saw, I don't know if it picked it up on the camera, but I kept telling him to go back on the sofa and he went straight back on. Honestly, that dog is so clever. I feel like he really listens to me and like he knows exactly what I'm saying. It's so weird, but you are such a good boy, aren't you? You're such a good boy. He is getting so big. I just can't believe it. Every time I look at him, I think, where is my little baby going? He's getting so big. You're so big and you're so clever. Yes, you are. Are you tired? You need to have your morning nap, don't you? Good boy. Anyways, that was amazing. I don't even remember which one I did. Let me have a look in case you guys want to do one or you have the app. I did the class number 10.3. It was 29 minutes long. It was only using the reformer bed and the box. And I loved it. It was very much based on kind of inner thighs, glutes, waist, a bit of hips, a little bit of arms. But yeah, predominantly I felt it the most in like inner thighs. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I'm really excited to continue using the app. And if you are looking for a new workout app, or you want something to do from home or traveling or anything like that, Fluidform is amazing. I've been looking through this morning and there are literally so many workouts on here, all different types. It's not just Pilates. They do more kind of like hip workouts, using loads of different accessories, weighted. There are so many. Skipping workouts, boxing, body combo. There's also some workouts with a male trainer. So I'm interested to know if that's more targeted at men, because I feel like Jack would really like that. There's relaxation ones. Oh, there's also pregnancy ones. Maybe I'll send that to Nadia. There are hundreds of workouts on here. I'm just scrolling through so many. So yeah, really recommend it. If you're looking for an app to kind of like go along with your workouts, I am loving it after that session. I really, really enjoyed it. And actually, it was a lot better than the YouTube videos I've been doing, because the lady was almost teaching somebody else. So she actually talked through where your positioning should be and your breathing and the things you should be focusing on, which is so much better because it allows you to look at your technique and your form, which I think is sometimes the downside to doing home workouts. So I really, really enjoyed that. The carpet was fitted yesterday. We've got the chest of drawers up and I've put all of Jack's clothes away last night and it looks amazing. So we've got a couple other little bits arriving tomorrow, but I'll probably show you that in the next vlog, because I feel like this is quite a long one already. So I will get on with some planning, get my emails sorted, and then we can go upstairs and I will show you how the bedroom is looking. There is no better smell than fresh carpet. Honestly, it is the best. Growing up with a flooring shop in our family, I spent many hours of my childhood in our shop, and oh my gosh, that smell is just the best. But let me show you the bedroom so far. And just like that, we have new carpet. I cannot tell you how much I love this carpet. I will leave the details of this carpet down below because my brother got it for us from the supplier, so I don't have an exact link to like an online retailer or anything, but I'm pretty sure if you went to your local place and you knew the name of it, they would be able to source something either similar or the exact thing. But it is the most perfect carpet. Firstly, I love the colour. It's this gorgeous creamy neutral, almost like a white kind of carpet, which I love. I didn't want anything too yellow toned. I wanted it really cool tone and just simple. It's also really soft and plush, which I just love. It's looking a little bit bitty. I probably need to give it a hoover. But oh my gosh, I just love it. And I actually think it's worked so nicely with the wall colour, which is lick number 1. I was a little bit worried that it would make the wall colour look quite yellow, but I actually think it's brought out those greeny tones in the paint really nicely. I didn't want this room to feel too white and stark. I wanted it to have quite a warm, cozy but calming and bright feel, and I think it's done that really nicely. So everything's pretty much the same in here. So we've got the same bedside tables, which are just IKEA, and I painted these in the shade, oh dear, what paint did I paint these in? I believe it's Farrow and Ball Mouse's Back, which is the same as what we've got on the banisters. I will try and link things down below if I can. These lamps are from Next Home and I absolutely love them. I really wanted a statement lamp, but something that wasn't too obstructive. So I love the clear base and the really big linen lampshades, which actually work really nicely with the wall lights. So the wall lights that we've got in here are the original ones. They came with the house. And I was actually going to replace them, but after I'd painted it, I kind of thought, I really love them. I love that they look quite ornate and quite old school and like traditional. So I have just changed the lampshades to these linen ones, which are from Amazon. I think they come in a pack of 6 and they're about £20. They are beautiful. And the only thing I need to do is add some bulbs because we currently don't have any bulbs and these are just balancing on the top. But I think the whole vibe of the room, I wanted everything to feel quite light and airy because we have these quite strong beams on the back of the wall. So I wanted the rest of the room to feel quite neutral and plain. I honestly couldn't tell you where any of this bedding is from. The only thing I can tell you is that these cushion covers are from the White Company. I absolutely love these big cushions. This linen bedding, I have no idea where this is from. I know that this throw, this little like muslin throw is from Piglet in Bed, and me and Jack love this in the summer because sometimes when it's hot we will just sleep with this and it's gorgeous. But I am thinking to upgrade us a new bedding set. I would quite like to get something really crisp and cottony and yeah, just something really fresh because the bed is looking not the best, to be honest. And then we have the chest of drawers. Now, these chest of drawers are my best find. I got these from a company called Roseland Furniture. I was a bit wary. I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out because they were a pretty good price. I think they're around £290. I had looked at some from the Cotswold Company that were pretty much double the price. They're coming up quite orangey on camera, but they are very much like a cool washed oak finish, which is exactly what I wanted. Super neutral, really simple. I just love them. And we've got a lot of silver accents in this room with the hardware on the lamps, like these little bits of silver. I've got my frames that are silver, and also this frame has got some silver detailing on as well. So we are either going to be having an iron curtain pole which matches these, or a silver one. I'm not 100% sure yet. I've kept the handles that came with these drawers, which are this really lovely, almost like antique worn silver knobs, and I love them. So all of Jack's clothes are in here. I mean, sorry, but am I just the Mary Kondo of the household? Because that is so satisfying to me. I'm sure he won't mind me showing a little peek in his drawers, but I rolled all of his jeans and all his trousers and everything in these drawers, and oh, it is so heavenly. Now, the plan is we are actually going to put the TV on the wall up here and put it on a bracket that bends out, just so that we don't need to have this stand in the room because it does get in the way. It is quite big. It makes it quite awkward to open the cupboards. And it just seems like a much better idea. I think it will open up this section of the room a lot. So TV is going on the wall, which does mean I can't have that lamp on there, which I'm a little bit sad about, because obviously the TV will be kind of there and bend out when we want to watch it. So I'm thinking what I might do is either get some kind of plinth for this corner, similar to the one I've got downstairs, and have the lamp on here, maybe a little side table Jack suggested, or I might just not have the lamp in here and just keep it nice and simple. the armchair for this corner arriving tomorrow, so that will go in. I just need to decide on a new cover, so I need to look at some fabric samples. And we've also got the curtains arriving, so I think in the next week this room should be completely finished, which is so amazing and I'm so happy. I just want to get some more frames. I'd love to have lots of frames on the top of this chest of drawers, and maybe some kind of little tray or something, and a candle. Get some photos printed for the frames, curtains dressed the window. Full length mirror is going to go on this wall once I have found one. And yeah, that's pretty much it, but I just love it. I am so happy with the carpet, I cannot even tell you. I just think it is perfect, and this room feels absolutely amazing. So, it is 8:30 in the morning. I need to get myself ready for the day, get prepped, start filming. I am in such a great mood this week. It just feels so good to finally tick things off the to-do list. You know when you just have things that you've wanted to do for so long and you finally do them, especially when it's in the house, because you guys know how much I love our house and I love being here. It just feels really, really amazing. So yeah, really, really happy. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I feel like it's been a bit all over the place, but I will continue vlogging this week and share more house updates. I will obviously take you along with everything, choosing samples, and the whole dressing room revamp as well, because that's going to be quite a big project. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all my other socials if you're not already, because I post on there pretty regularly. And that's it from me. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!